Hello chat of odd viewers and welcome to a different type of video. Normally I would do like Minecraft videos, of course, and play Minecraft stuff and shit, and I thought, well, I don't want to do that today because I have been looking and watching a lot of YouTube myself, and I came across this Reddit and I thought we could do that too. So we're gonna move along with the trend and be fun. So welcome to Am I the Asshole? And I am the asshole because obviously I'm sandwich pay. Obviously I don't have fun. I don't want pizza sandwich and Oliverism and Fire Lord pay. You know, I don't want all that stuff. So obviously I am the asshole. But we are going to find out if other people are also assholes, probably, but maybe not. So we're gonna look at them today. Small side note: if you've been here for the first time, hello, my name is Payu. I am dyslexic, and we are gonna do something that requires a lot of reading. So I got in my dusty. There is no one here. But you know what we do have. We have.
Hey chat and VOD viewers.
Google Translate. So let's go into this with our trusty, dusty, crusty, musty Google Translate and them translating or reading for me the things, because I am both lazy and dyslexic. So yes, let's do this. So let's do the first one. I've already picked a couple, obviously, because that's good preparation. Am I the asshole for not sharing a free meal with my Instagram boyfriend? Not sharing a free meal with my Instagram boyfriend. It feels like saying anti-Instagram is already kind of insinuating that the boyfriend is the asshole. But if we take away the anti-Instagram and just think, am I the asshole for not sharing a free meal with my boyfriend? I would say yes, because it's your boyfriend. Why would you not want to share a meal with your boyfriend? Right? Why would you not want to share a meal with your boyfriend? I think that would be a nice bonding experience. I love eating. So obviously I would like to be eating with someone like a boyfriend. Right? And at the same time in the background setting up the next one because so yeah, let's just listen to what Translate has to say, our good friend Translate, and then make a decision on if this person is the asshole.
I post my food pics from when I go out to eat on Instagram. It's just for fun. I spend like 30 minutes a week on it, tops. My boyfriend is a very sweet guy in many ways. But one thing that I'm not so much a fan of is that he often hops on the bandwagon of hating on innocent things. Not just not liking something, but making sure everyone knows he doesn't like it even if nobody asked. I can't help but notice a theme. Pumpkin spice lattes, pouty selfies, Taylor Swift, etc.
So basically,
as you can guess, he is not a fan of the food pics and thinks it's very annoying and cringe. He doesn't even follow my Insta, even though he has an account, sad face, even though I don't have very many followers.
I don't like it when people don't
I have
follow
started
me.
getting
So
occasional offers and invitations from restaurants in my city to try their food for free in exchange for a review. Nothing crazy. No steak dinners so far. But I've gotten a few sandwiches and several baked goods.
Oh, that's
well,
good though.
I just hit the big leagues and got invited to a new restaurant opening that includes a free appetizer and entree for me and one guest. I immediately invited one of my Instagram friends who I have gone out to eat with on several occasions and who also enjoys taking food photos. I told my boyfriend and he's pissed that I'm not taking him and says I'm doing it out of spite. I really think I'm not. If the restaurant is giving me free food in exchange for a post, I'm gonna put more effort into the post and spend a few extra minutes making sure that I actually get very good shots. And I'd rather do it with someone who isn't going to sigh and roll their eyes through the whole thing. Also, I think it's pretty audacious of him to be actively unsupportive of an activity that hurts no one, but then also expects to benefit when it's actually successful.
Okay, yes, you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole. No, you're not the asshole. Because, you know, this is your hobby. This is your hobby. And yeah, a date out. You could also just do a date out with your boyfriend another time. But this is your hobby, and you're taking a friend of the hobby to that. You know, like a girl's day out. You know, like a fun, happy girl's day out. You know, it would be the same as if I'm gonna go to a cubing competition and I bring a friend. And then not bring my boyfriend because he doesn't like cubes. You know, he doesn't like the activity that you're doing. And then he's complaining about not coming with you. You're going there to make pictures, to talk about Instagram stuff, to review the food. You're going there as the hobby that you're doing. So then if you need to bring someone that does not like or actively hates on the activity that you're doing, then no, you're not the asshole for not bringing him. Absolutely not. No. Because it's your hobby. It's a different thing. It's hobby and date out is a different thing. And especially if your boyfriend does not like your hobby. Small tip though, I don't think I would want to be with someone who actively hates on my hobby. Just a little thing. But yeah, I would say not the asshole. No. But you can let me know in the comments if you think that they're the asshole. Should the boyfriend come with? Should the boyfriend come with? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I would love to know. Okay, let's tune into the next one. Right, I have the next one. I had to dig deep down. It is, am I the asshole for cutting my daughter off my will for the pain she's caused? Oh, am I the asshole for cutting my sister off my will for the pain she's caused? Doesn't sound like she is. Doesn't sound like she is an asshole, no. No, if she's actively an annoying person, you know, if there's actually just something hurting you, I'm always kind of like, cutting people off is kind of tricky thing, but I don't think there must be a reason for cutting someone off if you're gonna cut someone off. So probably not, right?
My son recommended that I post here because we're all heartbroken. My wife Angela, 64F, and I, 66M, have 2 kids, Maggie, 38F, who's married to Quentin, 39M, and Adam,
so
35M, who's married to Lily, 32F. Maggie and Quentin have been trying for kids for the past few years and are about to start a second round of IVF soon after the first round failed this past fall. It's been an emotional process for all of us, and we've been trying to support them as much as possible.
It's a very
Adam
hard
and
process.
Lily have also been trying for kids for a while,
so the other kids,
and just told us that Lily is pregnant. They told Maggie and Quentin privately so they wouldn't hear it from anyone else. Maggie and Quentin took it politely. But Maggie hasn't spoken to Adam and Lily at all since they told her the news. Angela has been trying to ask Maggie.
Hold up. Is that the asshole part? The fact that Maggie is not talking to them? I mean, if you've been trying to get kids, the thing of getting kids and not being able to do it can be very, very hard for people. So I can understand if Maggie has a hard time with this news. I can understand that. But there should be communication. But I can understand. If they're gonna be an asshole about her not talking to them yet... I'm looking at you.
Angela has been trying to ask Maggie for updates about the IVF process so we can come out and help if needed. As Quentin can't drive, take her to appointments. When Angela tentatively asked Maggie how she's feeling about Lily and Adam's news, Maggie started screaming at her that she doesn't want to hear anything about that whelp, and refused all help from everyone. Apparently she thought that the way Adam and Lily broke the news to them was condescending and pitying, and now she wants nothing to do with Adam, Lily, or their pregnancy. Every time Angela calls, Maggie screams at her and hangs up the phone. Now Maggie blocked all of our phone numbers and won't speak to us. We talked with Quentin, who said to give Maggie time. It's been 5 weeks and she hasn't spoken to anyone. Angela's inconsolable, Adam misses his sister desperately, and Lily feels lonely and confused. I want my family happy again. I want to cut Maggie from our will and just focus on Adam and Lily. But Angela said that Maggie is just in pain and we should give her time. WIBTA if I cut Maggie out of my will for the pain she's been causing us.
Oh, so this is a would I be the asshole? Okay. Yes. Because Maggie's having a really hard time. Maggie's is having it hard with this one. Maggie is going through it, you know? Which is understandable, because trying to get a baby is something very, very emotional, especially if it's not possible. It's been only 5 weeks. So I would say what Quentin says, like, give it some time. Okay, give them some time. Don't cut them out of your will. You know, cutting someone out of the will is literally if you don't have contact with them for like years and years. That's why you cut, not 5 weeks. Cut them out of the will is like when you actually cut someone off. And that's not what you do if someone is going through news. It also said that Maggie says that they brought it in a harsh way. Which I would think is just the emotions of Maggie, instead of actually thinking that she actually thinks that. I would just say give it some time. You know, yes, you would be the asshole if you would cut her out of the will, because just give her some time. Let Quentin go through this, and I think Angela. I would say just keep in contact. Don't talk about Lily, and the whole pregnancy thing, and just help her where she can. Bring her to the appointments, if she wants to, and keep in contact with her, because I think that's important to be doing. So yes, you would be the asshole. Yes, yes, I would say so. I would say you would be the asshole, honestly. Let's try and find a new one, shall we? Here I got one. Am I the asshole for complaining when a lady sets her surface dog on the bar? That would not be something you would... I don't think that would be something you would do as a service animal. I think it's very, very much that service animals like stay on the ground and alert. I obviously don't know what the service animal is for. But I don't think you would be the asshole for that. I don't really think you would be the asshole for that, because I don't think that's a task. But if it would be a task to like maybe do something around the face or around the hands or something like that, then I think you would, because that's just what the service dog is doing. I do think that if it's able to sit on the bar, that probably a... I'm not gonna make oh shit, I should not make, like, assumptions. Let's just listen to the story. Right now, I would say not the asshole, because I do think that service animals mainly just sit on the ground and are not supposed to come up, you know what I mean? So I would say you're not the asshole. No, I wouldn't say you're not the asshole. Let's listen to this one as well. The beautiful voice of Google Translate.
I have a few bars I frequent, especially on Fridays. I pull up a stool at the bar and hang out. Frequently my buddies will show up. I went to a new spot. It's a new brewery, restaurant that has been open for a few months. I'm hanging out and this lady comes in, takes a seat a few seats over from me. Promptly sets her 5-pound dog on the bar top and orders a drink. Like I'm in shock, this felt brazen to me. It's not allowed to have non-service dogs indoors at places that serve food. And literally on the bar top is gross. I ask the bartender why she is letting that happen. Says it's a service dog and nothing staff can do. Mentions it's a well-trained dog. Well, I'm not staff. I'm disgusted. I tell the lady to get her dog off the bar. She tells me it's her service dog and for it to do its job it needs to be close to her. Okay. I sarcastically say, service dog, and did the finger quote things. She calls me an asshole for not believing her. I called her an asshole for her actions and told her to take it out to the patio, which is dog-friendly. She tells me to fuck off. We go back and forth for another minute and the bartender asks me to leave. She comped my drink but said I was the one that had to go. Before I left, I secretly took a picture that I planned to submit to the health department. AITA.
Okay. I think you could have. I think you could have done it better. Because the way that it's standing here, you went up there pretty rude. The OP went up pretty rude. Oh, this is so hard because like I don't know if the service dog is an actual service dog. You know that she calls it a liar, but £6. How much is it? How much is £5? How much is £5? How much is a £5 dog? Because if that's like a Chihuahua, then I don't think that's a very big problem, right? It's a couple seats next from you. You can just kind of switch your eye. I am a big fan of mind your own goddamn business, you know? Pounds to kilo. There we go. So, what, £5? £5 is like 2 kilos. Is that like a Chihuahua? Is that like a Chihuahua? What dogs are 2 kilograms? Oh, wait. I said frogs. Dyslexic as shit, baby. Dogs. What dogs are 2? Normal weight for dog breeds. I hope it goes from 1 to like 100 or something. A Roy is the smallest breed. Immediately. Wait, well, no, wait. Breed. I'm gonna look that breed up actually. What is that? What is that? It's oh wait, that's the group. Oh, I'm just stupid. Okay. Pin. Sure. I'm gonna give you also a picture, guys. Yeah, it's like a Chihuahua kind of guy. That's such a small fucking fella. That's such a small fella. Kinda trying to get like a perspective thing. This is on a table. This fella is on a table. Okay, I'm gonna save it so that you can see it as well. But it's such a small dog. It's such a small dog. So like, I would just kinda, if it's not really bothering you, then I would just take it as a chance. Though, yes, I think you would make a picture and report it, because if it's not a service animal, then it's a very big health risk. And there is a difference between emotional service animals and medical service animals. There's a difference between them. And if you're like, I do know that if you go around and tell people like, oh, it's a service animal, it's allowed to be here. Emotional sport animals, I don't think they have the same rights as service animals. Medical service animals, I think they don't have the same right as them. I'm obviously, I don't have a service animal, so don't take me for it. But here's a picture for it. Here's a picture for you. Oh, I'll just say, this dog. Do you see this ball over here? We all kind of think how big that ball is, right? If that would be on a table, would you want to throw a hissy fit? Would you want to throw a hissy fit for this small little doggy of 2 kilograms, 5 pounds? Would you? I would just kind of maybe sit a bit farther away, or leave the hell alone, you know. It's also none of your main pubs, you know. I don't think you're the asshole. I do think you're the asshole. Yeah, just let people be there. You know what I mean? Doggy can go now. Doggy can go now. Goodbye, doggy. So yeah, no, I do think you're the asshole. I do think you're the asshole. By the way, still, I want to clarify that if you want to participate in this, then just put like a number, and just let me know how many people, if you think that they are the asshole. I don't think they're the asshole, because just mind your own damn business, I would say. Oh, alright. Am I the asshole for not defending my dad in public and embarrassing him? Yes? He's your dad. Yes? Am I the asshole for not defending my dad in public and embarrassing him? I had to read that a second time because I couldn't believe that. Yes? He's your dad? Well, you could argue that it's your dad and your dad's supposed to take care of you instead of you taking care of your dad. But if it sounds like your dad is not, and then yes, obviously, he's your dad. What are you doing? I would say yes. Yeah, let's listen.
17F, recently got into an argument with my dad, 42 meters, over what happened during a holiday trip to a public pool in Germany. Recently my dad, my younger brother, 14 meters, and I went to Germany to go skiing and to see some relatives.
That's
While we were there, my dad decided to take us to one of these spa pool relaxation places that are typically near ski hotels. Sorry if I'm not explaining this correctly.
Yeah,
we
so
get
like
to this spa and we check in.
Yeah,
and
okay.
after 3 or so hours we decide to leave. We get to the checkout reception and my dad is paying. My brother, my dad and I are being charged as adults. Anyone over 12 is. But my dad is under the assumption that I will get a student discount. In Germany there is a student discount. But my dad thought it meant like anyone who's in high school.
No.
But it actually means university student. So clearly there was a language barrier somewhere. My dad starts picking a fight with the woman at the cash register. The woman at the cash register, Laura, as her name tag said, keeps explaining to my dad that in Germany student refers to university student, and Schüler is high school student.
Yeah.
My dad keeps disagreeing with her and saying that the discount doesn't explicitly state that it is only a university student discount, and keeps trying to haggle her for a discount. We're standing at the front of the queue, in front of a bunch of other families who are waiting to check out. My brother is typically very aloof and stays out of it. But I was honestly dying of embarrassment at this point and tried to jump in. I told him that Laura was right, and I explained to him, somewhat condescendingly, that Laura was right and he was wrong. My dad is very prideful, so essentially I embarrassed him in front of the woman and the other families. I told him he should just pay the full price because I'm not eligible for any discount. My dad gives me the dirtiest look. He begrudgingly pays the full price and mumbles some colorful words under his breath. After we leave the spa and head to the car, he stops me and points his finger in my face telling me, when we are in public, you either agree with me or you keep your mouth shut.
Oh,
he was obviously very angry with me for embarrassing him in front of everyone. And it honestly spoiled the rest of the day and vacation because he kept being short with me or huffing and puffing during dinner. My brother thinks I should have kept my mouth shut. But I think I was in the right in trying to humble my dad's attitude.
Okay, you're not. Your dad's just wrong. Okay. Okay, I thought it would be like an assault kind of thing, that your dad got like assaulted on the street or something and you didn't come up for him, but no. He was just wrong. Like, okay. First of all, what I want to say, the worker, even if she wanted to, she probably would not be able to do shit about it. Because if it's not in the cash register, I cannot give, I work at McDonald's, I cannot give random discounts to people. I cannot do that. Like, it's physically impossible. It's not that I don't want to, because there are a lot of nice people there, but I cannot. So, if I'm assuming what I know from retail and stuff like that, is that she cannot do shit about it. So even though the dad would be bragging and getting mad at her, she would probably not be able to do shit. So I don't think you're the asshole for trying to just get your dad to stop and move along. Because yeah, you're all embarrassing him, but he is embarrassing himself even more by keeping going. So just to make it for like everyone in this situation easier, it is a good thing that you stepped in and got him out of there. And your dad is a Karen. What is a male name of Karen? A male Karen? Is that a thing? I don't think you're the asshole. No. I declare you not the asshole. No. I would say not. You're a kind-hearted person. Let's move on to the next one. And what's her name? What's her name? Laura? Laura? Bless your heart. I hope you don't have that many customers like that. Bless your heart. I think we have time for one more, shall we? Shall we do one more? I think we have time. I am so shit at walking stairs. Oh my god. Like, sometimes it says, like, oh, this person is the asshole and this person is not the asshole, everyone is the asshole in the Reddit posts. And I hate looking at those because I kind of just want to know myself. And I don't want to, like, if I read those comments and I'm like, oh, yeah, I agree with that statement. I'm like, I don't want that because I want to find out myself, you know what I mean? I want to figure it out myself. Am I the asshole for telling my stepdad I will never call him dad? No. No, I wouldn't say you are, because he's not your dad. There can be loads of reasons why you don't want to call your stepdad dad. That could just be because you don't see him as a dad. That could be because your dad is the asshole, or your stepdad is the asshole. That could be because you still very much like your dad. It could be, I don't know, it could be so many reasons on why you don't want to call your stepdad dad. I have a stepmom. I don't want to call her mom. Absolutely not. I will never. So, no, I don't think you are. Nah. But we're gonna see. We're gonna listen to our trusty, musty, crusty Google Translate. Love Google Translate. So many projects read by Google Translate on this side. Oh my god. Let's get into it.
Sarai, 17F. Lost my dad when I was 6 years old.
Okay,
I was a real daddy's girl, and his death was something I struggled to come to terms with, and I wasn't the resilient kid so many talked about. I struggled so much, and I still carry some of it around with me. My therapist said some people are never really there and they always carry some sadness and grief around, and I think that might be me. But I still have a happy life. I was 8 when my mom met my stepdad and 10 when they got married. They had lived together for 7 months when they got married. He has no kids of his own and couldn't have kids of his own. I have an older brother who was 14 when dad died and 16 when mom met our stepdad. So he was out of the house by the time they got married, and my stepdad never saw my brother as a potential son or his kid. But he wanted to have that kind of relationship with me. A few weeks after the wedding, he told me it would be okay and it would actually make him really happy if I called him dad. I told him I knew, but I didn't want to. He told me he would work on earning that. And I told him that I didn't ever want to call him dad. He had my mom speak to me and she told me not to close myself off from the idea. I tried to explain my feelings to her, but she told me I wasn't allowed to make that decision at 10 years old and refused to explore the option. She told me we could talk about it when I was much older if I hadn't come around. My stepdad is a good man and he does his best to be my dad. But I don't want him as my dad, and I never changed my mind on what he is to me. I wouldn't even say I consider him my dad figure. That goes to my brother and my grandpa more, because they are the men I look up to and would speak to before my stepdad. I don't like that my stepdad wants to be dad. That feels like it's very much for him and to give him what he wants and nothing about where I'm at or what I need. I also feel like mom just wants her marriage to work out and wants him to have whatever. At no point has she ever made a point that it's better for me or anything. We ended up in some group family sessions with a family therapist, so not my therapist. And they were saying it felt like I was stubborn and had dug in my heels and made an unhealthy decision at 10 and refused to let go of it. They want that to change or to be explored more, with the hope that I will agree to give it a chance even if I end up going back to using his name. They said he has been my dad for 7 years now, and I still treat him like he's just someone who married my mom when I was an adult instead of when I was a little girl, and who has raised me. Then I was asked what it would take to give it a try, and I told him I will never call him dad because he will never be my dad. My mom and stepdad were not happy with my answer. That was our last session together, and they have really made a point to tell me every day that I am wrong and I was selfish.
Oh my god, how old are you now? How long does it take for you to get out of that situation? You're 17, honey, one more year. Oh my god. Okay, so losing a parent. I didn't lose a parent, but I lost a friend. I think that's kind of relatable. If I relate it to losing my friend, then it's absolutely understandable that you still miss him or think about him or struggle with that today. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, it's absolutely understandable. And no, you're not the asshole. Absolutely not, because he's not your dad. He's not your dad. It would be a privilege. It will be a privilege for him to get the label dad. That's a privilege. Absolutely a privilege. It's not a must, not a need. It's a privilege. Also, I think that just kind of bugs me is the older like brother was too old to be considered his son. He's like, oh yeah, this one is too old, so he will not be my son. If you want the title of dad so bad, then why do you make that difference? Don't you also want to have the relationship with the other child in your life as much as the one that's just doesn't want to call you dad? And what's it gonna change? Right? It is actively hurting your child if she would start calling him dad. Like, that would change nothing for the dad. I don't know his name, so I cannot give it a name. The stepdad. If it would just be called, just focus on your other child. You know, you have another kid. Focus on him. Let him be called dad. It bugs me. It's shitty. You're not the asshole. And the therapist, the family therapist, your mother, and your stepdad are the assholes, because holy shit, you're not the asshole. Stay with your point and do what you feel right. And I hope you get out of that situation as soon as possible. Absolutely. Alright, chat. Well, that's the video for today. I hope y'all like this format. I hope y'all liked it a lot. I liked it. I had a lot of fun. I like to give my opinion on things. So I hope you liked it as well. Oh shit, I actually thought I would be opening an energy for this recording, but it's not even on my table. Guys, I'm recovering. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, well chat, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Thank y'all for coming. Well chat, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, and I love you. Take care of yourselves. I'm proud of you, and thank you for coming. Thank you for staying, and thank you all for watching the show. Goodbye! Hee hee hee.